the Lego Wario and King Boo Lego set. It's this one right here. This guy right here. It has 512 pieces. $512 pieces there. Yeah, I fixed it. There we go. 512 pieces for Wario and King Boo. Yeah. Look at the Oinko stress ball from Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. So squishable. Bring back attention, Walmart shopper's voice. Is that really what it sounds like? Actually, I've been trying to get a voice effect like that for years, and I couldn't really figure out what would have caused it, but clearly that was it. Danny, hello. And everybody out there, hello. It's my birthday week, so I'm going to do what I want and not open a 3D printer. Stop at a gelato shop. You want anything? I want peace of mind. That's what I want. Love that stress. Oinko, thank you very much. Yes, if you would like to sign the birthday card, that is allowed. Unlike buying me a 3D printer. That is available at the link right there. Feel free to sign it if you have not already. We'll be debuting that on the actual birthday live show and then having it up for a little while afterward. So that's pretty cool. Already had a lot of people sign it already. So thank you so much for your support on all of that. I am turning 30 and there's no going back. There is no turning back.
Brian,
I'm
I
excited.
love you, and I'm sorry for being a meanie head. I'm just a little hangry. Bring me a fishy snack, and I'll be good. Also, everyone in chat sign the card and DoorDash Brian some donuts for his birthday.
No donuts. No donuts for my birthday. No donuts for my birthday. But the other part of that, yes, the card. Go ahead and sign the card if you would like to. Thank you all for signing the card as much as you have already. We have our instructions here in a really nice brown paper bag. Look at that. Very cool. Very sweet. Again, the main reason I got this admittedly was for Wario, who is in bag number 3. I am half tempted to build him first, but I will not because that would break the order of operations here. So we'll maintain the sanctity of the bag order in which LEGO wants us to build. So there we go. Appreciate everybody hanging out here today. The only other thing that's going on as of right this very moment, any subs obviously help support the live stream and keep the lights on. We're not having any sub goal or like giveaway incentives for the birthday live stream. It's literally just show up, hang out, and potentially win something, because we're going to automatically be doing some giveaways of some kind. So that'll work out really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to that. Cake Smash. So there will be a cake ready to rock and roll. Will it be a Cake Smash? I don't know. Again, there's not like, hey, if we hit this amount of subs or this amount of whatever, then a Cake Smash will happen. Just kind of have to feel it in the moment, you know? I will probably make the cake myself. I'm going to make the cake myself this year, and I'm going to do a multi-layered cake. And so I don't know what flavor it'll be, but I'll go to the store and I'll literally make like maybe a 3-layer cake, meaning 3 cake layers, not like 3 like cake frosting cake as 3 layers, literally like 3 cake layers. So it's technically a 5-layer, you know. They have a sugar-free cake mix and frosting. Yeah, that's super helpful to know. I've seen that before. I will probably get something like that, decorate it accordingly, and have it ready to go. It could be a Cake Smash, so who knows? But I will certainly not put in a half effort for that, you know what I mean? We'll make it a maximum effort sort of a deal and see where we go with it. So, yeah, man. That'll be that. All right, so I'm building King Boo first. That's what's first up on the docket here today. We got that. Cool. Wonderful. So yeah, 30 years old. Again, I don't feel elderly. I don't feel like 30 for some people. I feel like it's a big one. It's actually funny. My grandparents were they called me a couple days ago, and they were like, 30, yeah, you're still so young. 50 is when you start really feeling the aches and pains. It's like, okay. Well, good to know that at least. Another 20 years of youth on my side.
Okay, Google. Hey Siri. Alexa, please refer to me as Beautiful O'Brien.
So, luckily for you, Cuddles, we don't have a Google-enabled household. None of the voice features for that, or for Amazon Prime, or Alexa, or whoever, none of that works. So, nobody's going to be calling me a different name just because you decreed it. And Beautiful O'Brien, you know, that's a great compliment there. I really have no words. I have no words. That's what I should call myself on the dating profiles, is Beautiful O'Brien. Fully lead with, hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, Bricks O'Brien here. I'm out here talking to the ladies. Hey, yo, ladies. I'm famous. Here we go. Right? That's going to be the vibe going into Hinge for sure. So, you know, forget the whole don't tell somebody that you're, you know, a content creator thing. Don't leave that stone unturned. That definitely would get you some swipe rights. Nothing has seemingly gotten me some swipe rights. Admittedly, nothing. So, you know. So if the wish list were still a thing, a Hinge premium subscription might have been on the wish list, but not anymore. So I'm just gonna keep at it and see what's up. That's the main goal there. So appreciate y'all tuning in. You know, it's actually kind of wild. I saw a woman, and obviously she's not obviously, but she's swiping for dudes. And I saw that instead of making it so she's looking inherently for dates, she is leading with, I am practicing my sourdough recipes, and I would like to give you some sourdough. And basically, with no expectation of anything, gives these dudes some of the sourdough bread that she's made. And so by delivering that, Sourdough Swap Girl, yes. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you've seen that account, Lauren. But it's actually kind of genius. It's this isn't somebody that's local to me. I've just seen it on Instagram. But it's genius because, you know, you get like one interaction out of it, right? Like you can immediately suss out from the one interaction, oh, is this somebody that I actually want to talk to or not, right? Like a big part of why dating and stuff can seem awkward or whatever, right, is like, oh, you go on this full-fledged date with them, and then you find out, you can like suss out after 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, this isn't gonna work, I don't want to be here. And you got to stick with like a whole date for like hours or half hour or whatever, right? So by doing a food exchange, not only is it like, oh, this person's like actually useful, but then they're doing something, they're giving you something without expectation. And then for the person who's making the sourdough, you're refining your experience, and then there you go. Panfred Nudo with the raid and the party at 20 into the Brick City. We were just talking about sourdough and Hinge, so what a time to raid in. Fellow January birthday extraordinaire, Mr. Fred, how you doing? Welcome, Raiders. I am just getting started building some Lego Mario Kart because just like with Fred, I am a January baby, and now this week I get to do what I want because my birthday is on Friday. I believe, Fred, yours is on Wednesday. And there's going to be some cool stuff happening over in the Nudo house. So make sure you go and check out Fred and all the festivities he has popping over there. Super excited about this month, especially all the birthday hype there. Hopefully you had a great rest of your stream. I was lurking for a hot minute there. But, I had to get ready to deal with my people because Mr. Whoever with the translator over here has been messing with Cuddles the Penguin. So very talkative today. But anyways, a happy early birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is the King Boo and Wario, or Wario plus King Boo, Lego set featured from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, technically. So you get 2 vehicles, 2 characters. The new is Wario. So Wario here makes his appearance for the first and so far only time in Lego form. He alone on like Bricklink and other places goes for $40. So the set itself being $50 makes it an easy buy for me, just because I, you know, obviously get a lot of Lego Mario stuff because I'm a sucker. So I am for those that are rating in and just tuning in here for the first time, I'm Brian Saviano. I'm a full-time content creator across all platforms, building Lego, playing games, and sharing the things that bring me joy on a daily basis across said platforms. We are doing some cool stuff here between building that Lego and then, yeah, the gaming, but also just like giving people a cool place to hang out and vibe. And we're going to be doing some really awesome stuff in 2026. So if you enjoy any part of what you see here, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, and support. I don't know when you call it a movement, call it a something, you know? You know, it's been a while for a certain something. I think I know what to do. I don't know what that means. We've had a lot of really cool stuff happening, you know, in this corner of the internet. Oh, here we go. Pick Stitch with the must-answer question for 10,000 channel points. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Here we go. Mr. Stitch of Picks. 10,000 channel points. All right. So for those who don't know, by watching on Twitch, you accumulate channel points in which you can use them for redeems and other fun features. But one of them, for 10,000 of those channel points, you can ask any question you want to within the realm of reason. It can be a must-answer question pertaining to love, life, pursuit of happiness, but not the, as we say, socially no-no topics like politics, religion, and stuff like that. We keep it approachable for all the people and all the things. So, Pix is asking, with his 10,000 channel points, over the past year, Twitch has seen a notable decline. Many creators have felt increased pressure financially, creatively, mentally. During this period, what specifically helped you stay grounded or motivated? And what advice would you give to other creators who are currently feeling that same pressure, but still want to keep going? Picks with the 10,000 channel point must answer question.
Picks,
so for those,
I would say that everyone should add me to their channel.
Nope.
And I can bring uplifting awesomeness to their channels to carry them through the dark times.
No, I don't know if that's the linchpin for success there, Cuddles. You can't just self-insert into random people's live streams, although that'd make it wildly entertaining. I don't think that's a winning strategy for most people. So I appreciate you doing that. So for those who don't know, Twitch, as Pix has just said, in general, has seen a decline in overall viewership on the platform, which means that a lot less, I don't want to say a lot, there is a considerable amount of people who are no longer tuning in to Twitch specifically. There could be plenty of reasons for this happening. One of them is definitely what we saw with a jump in with the lockdown and things like that. Real quickly, why does Cuddles now have a Southern accent? She's literally always had that, Steve. She was a sticker on screen for a little while, but we swapped back to a different translator. She's literally always been that way. It's just because we swapped back, it seems kind of new. But anyways, she's always had this like Southern twang. I don't really know why. I don't know where she picked that up from. But anyways, so Twitch in general has had a general decline in people tuning in. That could be that could be assigned to the pandemic, the lockdown. People are inside, they're watching a bunch of stuff, meaning that there's more time to watch a live stream and be part of a community and engage and do whatever. So that is a big part of it. So when it comes to staying grounded and persevering through the bad times or the times that are maybe a bit slower, every creator handles this emotionally differently. Now, a lot of people that I've seen get very invested in how many or how few people are listening and watching, and they take it to heart. And it can be for multiple reasons, the least of which generally, for the people that are super concerned about it, it's most of the time not because they're not good at what they do. It's because of factors that are outside of their control. So, let's say you're a big sports content creator and, you're live streaming during the Super Bowl. How many people are going to be watching you as opposed to watching the Super Bowl, right? So there's all these like little factors that have popped in, and some of it is in your control. Most of it is not in your control. Twitch and live streaming, this is a long answer, I'm sorry, but Pix asked a big question. Live streaming, in my professional opinion, is the single most difficult form of entertainment you can make online. It is the single hardest form of entertainment you can make online because there is no way to fake it. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no way to tell it like any other way. You are literally as vulnerable as you possibly can be to the people that are listening and watching. This has happened with actual like celebrities and stuff too. Like Justin Bieber will live stream on here. Somebody who has had hundreds of thousands of people watching him at any given time. And then even him doing something that isn't super entertaining is only seen by about 2,000 people, And for him, that's like abysmal. That's horrific. Like that cannot happen to maintain his image and stuff. So all that is to say, live streaming in general, especially on Twitch, is one of the most difficult things, I would say the most difficult thing you could possibly do as a full-time creator. All that being said, what specifically helps you stay grounded or motivated? I am built different, and I don't mean that to sound like a kind of a piece of, but I know for a fact that this is going to work. That me being a creator and broadcasting I get chills just saying that. That me being who I am, presenting myself to the world, getting more videos and live streams and things made, produced, and put out into the world. The books, the podcast, live streams, videos, everything. All of that will not only bring me fulfillment as a person personally, as a creatively, but then, it helps me. I am then forced to make business moves that are necessary to keep the ship afloat. And that doesn't mean that's a negative thing. It's just like, it's entrepreneurship. It's being a small business. It's in a growing environment. It's limitless potential. There's no boss. There is no correct path. You are in control of your own destiny. And to me, that is the most liberating thing that could possibly happen, because you could just have a boss. You could have somebody telling you exactly what you need to do for the entire duration of your life, and that's that. And you know what? For a lot of people, that's totally fine because they have a family and they have a reason to bring in a paycheck every week and whatever. And risk is not something that they necessarily want to do. And I wholeheartedly understand that. I know plenty of my friends have told me that, Brian, I live vicariously through you because I couldn't do what you do. You are doing amazing stuff, and you know, I'm rooting for you and whatever, right? So in terms of what keeps me grounded and motivated, it's just knowing that it's going to work one day. And it's not to say it's not working right now or it hasn't in the past, but I know for a fact, there are steps I can take personally and professionally to level up what all this is. Better lighting, cameras, better energy, a more unique approach to what I do. How can I share my message out to the world a little bit differently? How do I tweak something? How do I do this, do that? To the degree that most people don't think about or don't care to think about. And so that fires, I can't even show you right now, but I got goosebumps talking about it. So this is not a hobby for me. This is not a hobby. This is not a job. This is not something that comes and goes. This is my God-given gift being put on display every single day until all the bills are paid, people are taken care of. I'm in a spot where I feel comfortable and I can give back in every way, shape, and form to all the people that have got me here in the first place and moving forward. So there's that part of it. Real quick to break the momentum, Spooky G, in a loving way here, with the sub at the Prime. Thank you, Spooky. Birthday week, the official day is the 23rd. I turned 30 years old. So thank you very much for the preemptive birthday. Celebration is this Saturday at now noon Eastern. We're going live at noon instead of 11. Give myself an extra hour of sleep. And then we'll do 10 hours of announcements, giveaways, and community gaming. So look forward to that. And congratulations to you for reaching affiliate very recently, Spooky. Massive W. In terms of... Also, hi, Gev. Bo Broncos. No one cares. So, what advice would you give to other creators who are currently feeling that same pressure but still want to keep going? To be successful at Twitch is not to be successful at live streaming. It's not to be successful at just YouTube or any of these other things. My goal, if you ask me, Brian, what's your goal right now? You know, other than getting like a network deal to produce a show beyond the limits of what I currently can do, given the amount of money and current viewership and whatever, right? If you ask me what my goal is very different from what most people would say. They'd say partner. They'd say it's getting a brand deal, working with Nintendo. It's doing none of that. That is not my goal. The goal is something I have successfully, so far, been able to do for the past 7.5 years of being a full-time content creator. And that's to be sustainable. Not go beyond my means. Not make too many wrong moves, which I've made plenty. But to be able to take calculated risks and try to grow, not just, you know, the Discord server or the YouTube, but get more people interested and excited about what I do and what I have to offer. And that is very difficult to do. Most people will hyperfixate on a goal or a number or a partnership or a status. And that's how you get lost in the sauce, my friends, because partner on Twitch does not mean nearly as much as you think it is, but it is a matter of what you do with it. The example I give is I would not have been able to get into the meeting at TwitchCon, that room where the representatives from Nintendo or WB would be there, and for me to have a conversation with them. So you getting that check mark, you getting YouTube partner, you getting whatever status you think will make you feel better, does not matter. It's a matter of what you do with it. So there's that portion of it. In terms of how to keep someone inspired during a difficult time, I would highly suggest you reevaluate where you stand as a creator. Why do you do this? Why are you trying to grow on Twitch? Why are you trying to build up a YouTube channel? Is it so, you know, you can pay your bills and then it's not going to work? Because, you know, there's plenty of ways, as I drop a piece, there's plenty of ways to drop a Lego piece. There's plenty of better ways to make money. You know, it's not just to make money. It's to unite community, yes. But at the end of the day, the way that you maintain sustainability long term doing this is by operating yourself as a small business and not being shy from opportunities that are outside of Twitch or outside of YouTube or whatever. There's so many random things that pop up. And if I told you guys even half of those things, nobody cares. Nobody cares what's going on, right? But if I told you about like half the things, you'd be like, wow, okay, that's really unique. Like, oh my goodness, I'm dropping another piece. Why would he bother doing that? And it's so I can stay sustainable. So for those that are struggling on Twitch, it isn't just simple as upload your clips to YouTube and TikTok and hope for the best, but finding other opportunities where you can excel yourself as a person, as a brand, as a channel, as a leader, as somebody that is in it for the long haul. I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of people who think they know what they're doing, and then they kind of stagnate or they kind of fall off. It's either because they're not focused enough, they don't try enough, they do whatever.
62 months. Happy birthday week, Yvonne and Nate.
And remember, this is actually perfect. Remember why you do what you do. Because if I just focused on how much money I did or did not have, that is also how you get lost in the sauce. I was asked by somebody fairly recently, like, when do you feel at your best? How do we get to the best of Brian? How do we get there? What does that look like? And it's literally going to events like Brick Fair, Virginia, where I can meet Yvonne and Nate and see with my own two eyes these people that have watched these videos for so long and have enjoyed it and enjoy what I do for long enough that they want to be around for 67 months through all of the times, not just good, not just bad, but the everything in between, right? And the reason why people tune in is to witness that journey. So, and of course I mentioned Brick Fair, and then there we go. So, that's my perspective. How do I maintain and stay grounded and motivated?
Brian.
It's
Good job.
the wise words of Eminem, who say, "Success is my only mother option, failure's not," literally. And then any creators who are struggling and feeling the pressure but want to keep going, really think about why you're doing what you're doing. Reflect on what you want to do better, even just by 1% better every time before you go live. And be open to opportunities that are outside of just sitting behind your desk and never leaving or doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Iterate tactically, if I can say words correctly, and be open to what's out there in the world. And that's how you stay consistent. That's how you try to stay relevant. That's how you try to whatever. So that's just my opinion. Thank you, Pix, for the must answer question.
Oh man, that's a tuna, bro.
Nate was thrilled to hear about the 24/7 Minecraft update. Shh. That's a secret. It's a secret. Shh. That's for patrons only. Shh. Drake MVP, May. Drake, Super Bowl impending quarterback MVP, May. Whew. Did someone say Minecraft? I don't know. Did someone? I don't know. Shh. Don't spoil my surprises, Nate. I'll make you cry again. I will make you cry.
Boop.
No ghost trains. No ghost trains. William, hi. Did you hear Bo Nix is hurt? Oh. Did I? Did we? I'm going to watch that game Sunday. It'll be my extension of my birthday. So you're coming back to Brick Fair, Virginia to see the new location and be inspired. I heard, where is Brick Fair, Virginia being held? I don't know about this. That's just a rumor, my guy. Don't spoil it, Nate. I will make you cry again. Amazing. But thank you very much. Pix reiterated from earlier. Thank you. Inanimate NC, hi. From earlier, but I meant just the same. Watching you continue to show up and create despite the challenges has been genuinely inspiring. Your consistency, honesty, and passion remind a lot of us why we fell in love with streaming in the first place. And, you know, if I can be real, because why wouldn't I be? I have felt a little creatively stuck when it comes to live streaming, which is why. Okay, hold on.
Oh man, Wired Soup gifted 10 subscriptions to the Brick City. Wow,
Wired
Zoe,
Soup.
Thanks for your generosity.
Wire that soup. Going to. Oh no, that's way more than 2. That's way more than 2. Whoa, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Wait a second. 75% completed to the sub goal. Those are 10 gifted subs. Those are going to Deuce Destroyer. Nice. Andy, Destroyed Critter, Purplish, Lemonhead, Margalar, MBK, Sharon, and Whimsy. If you got a gifted from Yvonne, please say thank you. Because we say thank you for the gifts we receive in life. Amish Ace, hi. Hello, hello. We have been on a roll of stuff here. So, no, thank you. I mean, like I said, I love what I do. And, you know, there are definitely days where I wake up and I certainly don't have the fire in me. But it's not about motivation, it's discipline. One of the people whose mindsets I really adhere to is Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who his documentary on Netflix, if you haven't seen it.
Hello Brian, the superstar, how are you?
If you haven't seen it, it's unbelievable. Pick Stitch gifted out a sub to the Amish Ace, Mr. Brett, the Pokemon Pack Crack King.
Oh man, Pix_Stitch gifted a subscription.
We have Big D
to
Performance with the Tier 1 for 72
wow,
months. Oh boy.
For your generosity.
The Big D has arrived. We are on the cusp of completing the sub goal and on the hype train. There's not a ghost train. David, we just got through a really heartfelt explanation as to why I do what I do and how to inspire other people who are live streaming. So, you know, you missed out on a good one. Those must answer questions, my guy. You know, if David had it his way, he'd ask how many days have you been consistent on Hinge? I would get a little frustrated with him, but you know, it's all right. It's all good. Thank you very much for your support there, Pix and Yvonne, David. You know, again, I do this day in and day out. I love what I do, and it's not a matter of if, but when. I am constantly punching above my weight, and I am not afraid of doing some cool stuff, despite what other people tell me what I can or cannot do. So there we go.
Choo choo.
With the 300 bits, Amish Ace kicked off the actual for real hype train this time. Look at that. Amish, thank you very much for the biddies. Oh boy. Thank you. The first legitimate hype train of the year. We are building some Legos. Legos. What happened to Pikmin? I ate all of them. I ate Pikmin. I ate them all.
All aboard, everybody. The hype train has left the station.
Oh, you gotta update the thing.
Fill the
anyways.
prize pig for awesome rewards and support the show. Wowie.
Thank you all for your support. Leveling up to 30 on Friday, sir. I turned level 30 on Friday. I am excited. I am ready. I feel energized. Ready to rock and roll. You know, man, it's how it is. 30's a new 20 anyhow. Hey, man. However I got a phrase in my mind, it's how it is. Hype Train is at level 1. Again, all the birthday celebrations and stuff kick off at noon Eastern on Saturday. That is when the birthday celebration will be. My 30th birthday is at 2 p.m. on Friday. So if, you know, if you're being like that, you can do that. But anyways. Natalina with the 65 months. Natalina has a claw machine in her house. You know how cool that is? You know how much cooler that makes her than me? Like, significantly cooler. It's kind of wild. Like an actual claw machine, dude. Like, how could that not be the case? What date is it community gaming? This upcoming Saturday, the 24th. The 24th. We're going to do Fortnite, Fall Guys, a bunch of stuff. So, there we go. Is it full of Bricks O'Brien fun stuff? No. It's actually... The plush they have is on display, but I think everything else is in a bin because they don't love me, and that's fine. I get it. It's fine. I understand. I turned 30, and then it's like that meme you saw from Toy Story, where Andy's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and then it's just Bricks O'Brien, and instead they go and pick up an Amish Ace doll. You know, it's like, oh, this is the cooler, edgier toy, Amish Ace. Now with Pokemon Kart Pack ripping capabilities. And then, you know. Yeah, you see little David run around the house with his giant head and with an Amish Ace doll. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, he swears. Whoa, whoa. You know. It's like, all right, cool. Great. And then by the 5th movie, and then they're like, oh, well, the sales of this toy ain't doing too well. Bring back the old one. And then there's like a, you know, for some reason it's just not selling as well. Get this thing out of here. New Pokemon pack ripping capabilities. He swears when he loses in Arc Raiders. Get that dub with the 200 bits. Thank you so much. The Pikmin will come for you. Well, you know, hey, man. Listen. That's what happens here. Hype Train at level 4 with a minute left. Thank you all so much, Sneakwin, with the stream streak. I've seen Amish Ace doing some Arc Raiders the other day. I still don't know how that game is played. No idea how it works, but it's happening. So there we go. Very excited for Pokemon Month next month. We're going to have hopefully a really stellar Pokemon Direct and a stellar Nintendo Direct. This is what I'm really hoping for. We shall see. I don't necessarily have any goals or anything for Hype Trains and stuff right at this moment. Just know that every single bit of support helps keep the lights on. The sub goal is currently at, I don't know how far along it is, but I think it's at least 75% of the way there. And then when the sub goal is hit, actually, I could give away this. I was going to give it away to somebody who would actually want to do a model kit. But, you know, we shall see. 30th anniversary of the TC... Dude, it's 30th anniversary of the whole thing. It's going to be wild. It's going to be so wild. Haven't watched you in about 5 years. I literally remember you being in this channel sooner than 5 years ago. But I appreciate you being here, sir. Hello. Brian, how to play Arc Raiders? You land on a planet, collect garbage, gizmos, you escape with your life, wash, rinse, repeat. There we go. Thank you for the Hype Train at 75% of level 4. Appreciate everybody's support. Again, the birthday festivities kick off at noon Eastern Saturday. If you haven't signed the birthday card yet, exclamation KUDO to sign the community card and make that thing happen, you know? I always get so nostalgic when I watch these live streams. What is the sub goal amount? I don't see anything listed. If you're watching on mobile, you may not see it. It is on the main channel page on desktop. I didn't have it as part of the overlay. The initial goal, I think, was 25, so we should be 5 away. Maybe if somebody's on desktop, if you could let me know. I don't normally put it on the the main overlay. Or not often, rather. The teddy bear is almost done here. We're making some good progress. Some good progress. What was your first video? How to make lasagna. And then I ate an entire tray of lasagna in one sitting. That's the content I should do. Yo, once I turn 30, binge eating in my car. I'm gonna eat an entire tray of lasagna in one sitting. Hey, Pix, how do you think that'll perform? Should I do that? I think it'd do pretty well. Garfield content. Yes. Yes. Lauren says yes. Lindsay says yes. Yes. Garfield does the same thing. Yeah, exactly. And now live with, it's Depress O'Brien. No, food makes me happy. Shh, y'all, I think y'all don't have my best interests at heart. I think you people don't have my best interests at heart. I rescind my answer, Picks. The secret to success as a content creator on Twitch, binge eating. You're going to need to sit back. See, this is what Amish has wrong. He's not engorging himself nightly. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have what it takes, you know? When Amish looks at a tray of lasagna, he says, wow, that could feed my whole family for like 2 days. I see that, and I think, wow, I hate myself. And then I eat the whole thing in one sitting. I'm just built different. You know what I mean? Just built different. It's okay. It's okay. Not everybody can be Bricks O'Brien. I get it. Listen, hey, no shame. No shame. I get it. I get it. That's it. Feed a family for 2 days or feed a Brian for 2 hours. For 20 minutes. I've seen Ace eat some weird things on stream before, though. I actually haven't seen him do that. Not really. Maybe some spicy stuff, but not like weird. Don't do that jerky. The hot jerky? Ooh. Almost killed me. Hot jerky. So here's the issue. I'll have anything. You also don't have the spice tolerance that I do. I have had some really spicy stuff, and it doesn't even do anything. Meanwhile, my grandmother, shout out to Nana. She literally got a can of chili and gave it to me while they were leaving for Florida. And she was like, hey, take this can of chili. I thought it was too spicy. There is less than 2% of paprika in the chili, and she said it was spicy. So I'm cut from a different cloth. I've seen the days of Amish Ace and Brian eating pickles from a jar. Dude, glory days. Ooh, David, hear me out. We do a tip goal or something. I shave my facial hair. And then I have to. And then throughout the entire year of me being 30, I grow the full beard. Not just the goatee, but the full beard. I'll trim it up so no neck beard and stuff, right? But like the full thing. We go Kratos as much as we can. Get to my level of facial hair, then see if you really want to shave. You have a pretty good. I mean to like. So basically, I would start off at age 30 with nothing, and then from me being 30 till 31, you would see the progression of the beard. I haven't been without a beard in like 20 years. It's commitment, man. Bought it for. Full Kratos beard, right? Meow. I don't know what that would take. Oh, that's one molded piece for Wario's big cheeks. Wario's cheeks. I'm surprised it's one molded piece. Wario has a lot of pieces, dude. I'm actually very excited to have Wario. Stop trying to be as cool as Astro. It won't work. No, in a year, my beard won't get that long. OMG Soccer? What? Will you replay Lego Dimensions? Listen, there's a lot of games on my list to replay. Lego Dimensions has been one of them for about 7 years. I got a lot. Backlog is very big. Very, very big. Okay. So Wario is obviously the main draw of the set for me. This is why he's here. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in with your energy tonight. We had a good must answer question from Pick Stitch. Great way to start off the live stream. Other than Cuddles, of course. Cuddles spouting off there. So I went clean shaven once. You know, I like to challenge minds. Well, yeah, and hey, I appreciate the kind of questions, you know. And admittedly, there's going to be... I'm not going to get into that. There's going to be some announcements that were from Patreon, which, you know, were semi-talked about, you know, a little bit. But we're going to talk about that on Saturday. What's up? You, the Red Sox, go Cubs! Listen, the Cubs had their 1 year to shine. That's all they need. They can go back. Go back into hiding. I haven't had a root beer float in years. You got to change that, Lady Krista. Here's my mandate. For my birthday, you know what you can do for me for my birthday? Here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to go get a root beer float for yourself. That's what I want for my birthday, is for you to have a root beer float. I want, first of all, for my birthday, peace on earth. Secondly, peace on earth. Thirdly, for you to get your root beer float. I could go for some donuts. Yo, I want to eat donuts. Your third baseman left your team to go to the Cubs for a reason. And that reason is green and goes into pockets and the stock market. I haven't had a root beer float for like 20 years. I normally would get like high enough quality ice cream that I would want the ice cream separately from the root beer. I've had really bad root beer floats where like the ice and the ice cream gets like it's like ice. So like I just have chunks of ice floating in my float and it's gross. It's like really disgusting. So I'm not a fan of that. Seen too much of that, unfortunately. Oh, this goes around. I put this on the wrong way. Your ribs hurt from laughing? What did soccer... Okay. I'm not even going to inquire. But Pixie, if anybody has any must-answer questions, keep the fire of conversation going. You let me know. Caitlin Grace, hello. Going with my dinner? Get one again. Get one again on Friday. Say, yeah, Ryan Saviano made me do it. Ryan made me do it. So I believe the reason they do that is because of the low fat content of the ice cream. It's like there's a certain level where they have to call it that. It's not because it's like fake. It's because there's just enough fat in it that they can't call it ice cream. Like it's not for a nefarious reason, as far as I understand. I don't get any ice cream in general because I hate myself and I need to lose weight. But, you know, generally speaking. I think that's why. This Wario is very cool. Like, they got his proportions right and everything. Very impressed. Very impressed so far. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wario. Oh, look at that nose piece. I don't think hating yourself and losing weight makes sense in the same sentence. It does for me. It does for me, dude. What I did to my thumb, bud? I didn't do anything. It was from, so I'm waiting for my nails to heal, so I've been biting them, like, not at all, and my cuticles not at all. So I've been using, this stuff. Nix it. So it's the same, material that they put on the Nintendo Switch game cartridges so that, you don't, or kids don't eat them, or dogs don't eat them, whatever, right? So, over here, it was so dry that the skin was just, like, looking gross. And so I just put a bandage over it. So, like, you can kind of see, it's not super bad over here, but, like, it looks a little bad. So it was worse on the other thumb, but you can see otherwise, you know, they're looking a lot better. Choking hazards for kids and animals? Yes, exactly. So that's why they have that. And so when I go, it's mostly when I'm, thank you for the hydrate. It's mostly when I'm driving or watching TV. This is going to be a long one. I haven't had a lot of water today. Why do you bite your nails? Well, I mean, it started years ago when I was super young, probably anxiety related, and then I just didn't stop. So I've stopped now. Like, literally, I'll literally apply this stuff right now. So you just apply it like, you know, like nail polish. I mean, I don't apply nail polish ever. Like, you just do that. The only issue is, like, if I'm eating something with my hands, I absolutely taste it, and everything tastes gross. Then you get in the middle there. You get underneath your nail. So that way, you know, you can't, like, bite into it. You literally just do that. I don't know. Is this how you do your nail? Is this how you do nail polish? I don't know. Yeah, you literally just do that, and then, you know, if you once I shower or wash your hands and stuff, right? You're good. Do you get the Patriots winning the Super Bowl? I mean, I'm from New England. I kind of have to be, you know? Kind of has to happen. Bought this Wario set in the summer. Ended up getting it sent back to Lego so I could buy Christmas presents for siblings. Well, that's very nice. It'll be around for a little while, so if you wanted to get it again, you totally could. On today's stream, Lego building and nail polish. Well, I mean, at least this stuff you don't have to be strict or apply it liberally, you know? I mean, I used to when I was younger, but I just stopped. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had a reason to stop. I mean, there's a million reasons to stop biting your nails. I mean, of course, number one, it's gross, but it's just something that's happened, and, you know, now I'm working on it, so I definitely do want to stop. It's not, that's probably, like, one of the unhealthiest habits I do have, and if that's the only one I have, then I think I'm doing all right. Space Hobo, hello. At least they're trying. Yeah. Gotta congratulate trying. Yes, you do. Hope you're doing well, Space Hobo. Can we talk about how the Lions got swindled again out of the playoffs? You can talk about whatever helps you cope. That's totally fine. Pull your hair. I feel you, dude. Everybody has something, you know? It's, like, everybody has their own vice. And, you know, I don't generally judge, right? Some things are definitely healthier than others. So, you know, one of the things that I will not kick probably ever, is, like Diet Coke or something like that. Now, I don't have a crazy amount, but literally every bit of research I have heard, is like, hey, the stuff in this, in diet soda is generally not like, it's not good for you. It's not horrific for you. You know, as long as a habit is not super detrimental to your life, you know, it is. Brian, you should X-Y. Yeah. Hey, can we need to think bigger picture here. We got to say, hey, Brian, can you, make $1 million? You know what I mean? It's Pix's favorite part about my corner of the internet. It's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a lot of that. Just heard the Undertale soundtrack. Yes, you can do exclamation playlist to get the entire live show playlist in all the different variants, you know? No one wants you rich. We just want you to not buy your nails. Who's we? I want me with $1 million. Dude, if I had $1 million... If I had $1 million... Do you know how many books would get done? Do you know how much other stuff would get done? Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Hello, hello. Can you Mac $1 million? Okay. If I had $1 million, I'd have my dream truck. If I had $1 million, what would I do? What would I do if I had $1 million? I'd buy my Lego wish list, first of all. We can go... Actually, that's something I wanted to go over. Just for the sake of conversation. It's my Lego wish list. Look at that. That's just cool looking. His face. Hey, Brian, can you introduce yourself to the new Nintendo of America when you run into her? You know, I saw she did a video for the New York... it was something for a New York game-related thing. She seems nice. She just seemed like a very pleasant person. Got this for Christmas and built it. Cool build. It is pretty sweet. Wario is awesome. Wario is epic, dude. Looks so good. Let's see how he compares to Mario. Hold on. That's okay. Tunes to hurry. I forget. Are you in the Discord? I do all the updates in Discord. You fell asleep. It's like 11 p.m. here. Hey, get some sleep, dude. I'll be live on the Tic Tacs tomorrow. If I don't get shunned. If I don't get shunned again. We're not alerting the Discord server. So, Wario compared to Mario size, very accurate. You know, slightly larger. Not overtly so. Right? I wish there was a way to have Mario be designed like this, so that way you could have the expression on constantly. I mean, Wario's super cool. So the main character, we're missing Waluigi. We have all the Koopalings. Who are we missing? We have Diddy Kong, Cranky Kong, Funky. Are we missing any main character? No, nobody else cares. I'm the only person that cares about Lego Super Mario. We've agreed on this, right? I'm literally the only person that cares. The single person forever that cares. Nobody else is keeping track. Anyways. I care. Who we missing? Waluigi? Daisy. Yes, Daisy. Never seen these before, and a double take when Mario blinked. Yeah, so this is the interactive Mario figure. So what's really cool, so obviously see Mario. He turns on and off, and the screen will change depending on what environment his sensor will sense at the bottom. So if we put red here on the Coke can, maybe it'll try on this texture. No, it's too reflective. Let's say this. No, actually, let's try my thumb. Or you can see, actually, the brown of the bandage, you can see it's like an airship. Blue, or it actually identifies it as the airship there. Let's say the blue. Blue is water. If you put him in the car, oh, you need to update Mario in order to access that tile. But anyways, yes, he changes, and he also makes sounds depending on the waddle, or depending on how he moves too. Actually, hold on. Will this work? No. So maybe you can hear that. I'm not quite sure. Anyways. Gaming, hello. Others care, but you're most vocal. I genuinely couldn't care less about Mario. Star Wars is better. Okay. So anyways. There we go. There's King Boo. Now, the thing is, these carts are from Mario Kart World. Rosalina, Daisy. We need some Mario Galaxy sets for Lego Mario 2. We need Mario minifigures. What I want them to do is to do minifigures with the Smart Play sets. So you have a Smart Brick with Lego Mario minifigures. I think that would be the bee's knees. That I might lose my mind if that happens. Oh, actually, before we start this, I'm gonna take a look at my my Lego wish list. I just, again, not for any particular reason. I just want something different to do. Let's see. Hold on. Go into this. Okay. There we go. So I just want to give a lay of the land. Actually, I was stumbling across the website, right? And so here's what is on my wish list. Again, this one, there's my chat. Hi. This one you can view exclamation Lego list if you wanted to. But just how much stuff? We have like full-fledged Lego Pokemon, and yet we don't have actual Mario minifigure stuff. The Smart Brick stinks. So I disagree. And I'll give you my hot take if you really want it. If we want to go down the rabbit hole of the Smart Brick, will you build a new Zelda set? I currently have it on my wish list. I have not played I've only played Ocarina of Time up to like the Deku Tree dungeon, and that's it. I have not even played the final battle, nor have I played like the game through once. Nothing. I know. It's really bad. It's really bad. I want the Zelda minifig. I want the Ganondorf minifig. I already have Link from the Deku Tree. And I have that in the... I had it in the Breath of the Wild version. I did disassemble it recently. You need to do Ocarina of Time. What? I know. Well, Zelda's 40th anniversary is this year. But, you know, I don't know if they could... there was a... I thought I heard a rumbling of a remake of Ocarina of Time. A rumbling. But I don't know if that's true. Obviously, we won't know. Until maybe February. But my wish list totals $3,000. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina. Ocarina. So the biggest slug here is the sail barge. This one... Okay, awesome. Come on. What? I do... Okay. You're resting Boston face. I get it, yeah. So... That one is by... Okay. The reason why it's a slug... Yeah, it's clogging up my wish list. So, for those that don't know, I got the sail barge that first came out in 2006 or 2004. It had the sail barge with the Sarlacc pit, with the skiff, all the minifigs. My mother got it for me. It was like... You know, one of those core memory childhood kind of sets. And I really enjoyed it. I already have the skiff with the Sarlacc pit. I don't have the barge. So what would it take for me to get the barge? Who knows? This is the one... I mean, who doesn't want this, right? But $650 for it is obviously tough. Other than that, like, most of this list is Lego Nintendo. The family Christmas tree, just because it's... Christmas time and I have all the Winter Village stuff. This Spider-Man set, I don't know why I didn't get this on New Year's. But do you know how badly I wanted a Spider-Man 3 set when I was like 10? Having Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, a Spider-Man 3 version of Venom. The Sandman is always kind of bad. But this Venom is epic. So good. Wonder when some of this Mario stuff retires. They done Bowser dirty and others cutting retirement dates early. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Do you want my big brain theory on Mario, or do you want my big brain theory with the smart brick stuff? Or neither? Or does anybody care? The one that I want on here the most. I mean, this is objectively one of the best sets of 2026, and we just started. This is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal build. I have the original Ideas one. I have the big DeLorean, and this is like, to get the 2 figs with it, $27. That might be out of stock until Christmas. That thing is crazy. It looks so good. So good. I wish the Blathers Museum came with more minifigures. This is kind of why I wanted to do this.
Bro.
Okay, clearly there's another error here. I just wish it came with more figs. For $80, that's tough. That's really tough. We got a Mario Wonder set before we got a Odyssey 64 Sunshine or Galaxy 1 or 2 set. Are you kidding me? Never watched Back to the Future, but that's cool. You should watch Back to the Future 1. You just watch 1, and then if you really love it, you can see 2 and 3. Clearly another error. But the Spider-Man versus Doc Ock is also good. I really just want to... I mean, all the figures are good, but I don't want to pay $55 for a subway car. Fantastic Four. This is a great one with all the figs and stuff. So, okay. K-Bella, hello. I forgot Mario Wonder exists. It's a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. Will it let me go in here? Will it let me go? Nope. Lego too busy focusing on Lego Pokemon to focus on the rest of the website being functional. So my theory I think Patriots may win it all again this year. Inanimate NC with the must answer question for 10,000 channel points. Asking, is there a major announcement or event planned to be asked on your birthday? Or announced on my birthday, rather. I will tell you, there is no announcement to the degree of, like, Pro Gamer's Guide being announced on Kickstarter and funded and, you know, all that stuff. The mods are getting a paid vacation. There's definitely some cool announcements. There's interesting stuff happening. Some of it has been previewed on Patreon. If you're at any of the paid levels, you got a little sneak peek at stuff today. There isn't a megaton announcement, and the reason there isn't is because why doesn't exclamation? Oh, it's because you're not a VIP. The reason that there isn't a major announcement is mostly because stuff has changed throughout the year. And I have found when I make big announcements like that, not that I don't keep my promise, but there's stuff that just pops up on the table that I would not have been able to predict. Mainly like last year, the TV show pitch in Vegas. Like, that would have been a primo birthday announcement sort of a thing. And that wasn't official until I first heard about it on Valentine's Day, so like 3 weeks later. And so in my life, just crazy stuff happens. Crazy. And it just pops up. So there's not a singular megaton announcement. What I will tell you is that we are planning out live streams, videos, collaborations, and events. Everything is basically planned out between now through June, provided something crazy doesn't happen, which it totally could. But between now and June, everything is planned, especially live stream-wise. There's room for other stuff to happen. Planned until July 1st, basically. So, you know, cool stuff is happening, brick by brick, focusing on 100,000 subs on YouTube and giving people more reasons to subscribe and everything out over there. So, if you would like to subscribe to the channel and be part of that journey, please do so. Exclamation YouTube. That is going to be the big platform we focus on in 2026. But yeah. Gotcha picks. Thank you so much. And I see a bunch of people messaging me just because stuff has been going on, and I appreciate you. How much of that is videos? Hopefully like 70%. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna show you any of my cards. But yes, there's plans. So we'll go to Smart Play first. Smart Play, for those who don't know, is Lego's new marketed correctly. Mindstorms is actually something that was super successful, especially in the education space. We have video, which is something nobody asked for. The TikTokification of Lego and music rights and clunky app downloads, and same thing with Hidden Side. Mario is probably one of the most successful of the endeavors that they've had so far, exclusively because it is Mario, and there is a lot of tech that is packed into this guy. He's really cool. The fact that there is a speaker, an LCD screen, or whatever screen actually, color sensor, that's very cool for something this size. The Smart Brick is multifaceted. The brick has a motion sensor. It has lights in it. It has sound in it. So not only by you moving the brick and combining it with sets, you can have different sounds in different situations compared to what you would obviously normally be able to do with regular Lego, but just in general too. What's also really interesting is the Smart Bricks, when you have them when you're playing with them, they can understand where they are relationally in 3D space. So if you have two bricks and you're having like your X-Wing and your Darth Vader TIE Fighter and you're fighting and they'll make the noises as if they were actually dogfighting and whatever. These tiles are akin to a NFC tag. So if you have the brick close to the tag, it will play a specific kind of a sound from Star Wars or whatever other themes they're going to do. Same thing applies to the minifigures. So when the brick is close to the minifigure, that is where specific sounds and stuff will play. So you pop one of the smart bricks behind Luke or Darth Vader in a battle, and they'll do lightsaber sounds as they're moving and stuff like that. So they look like normal minifigures from the front. They have a special printing on the back, and that is it. So there is nothing else different about them. They are literally, quite literally, the same. A lot of the same internals as Mario, but combined with that smart brick and in conjunction with the minifigures, which is super, super, super cool. I think this is really cool. And the reason I think it's cool is because Lego has to innovate. And having super expensive sets that have the same kinds of plastic, you're doing smaller pieces to inflate the piece count, you're having different themes and characters and stuff to really bring as much value as you can. You know, Lego Fortnite is great, but if you're not into Fortnite, and specifically that game mode, there's no value to getting into that ecosystem. So I really like the idea of Lego Fortnite. I really don't like that core game mode, which is a really bad business decision for me, because Lego Fortnite loves collaborating with like Nick and all these other amazing people that do videos and live streams and stuff for Lego Fortnite. Man, I wish I cared. I just don't. So because I don't, there's definitely a lot of kids that don't care. And also, there's no physical product. Like, there's some Lego Fortnite sets, but people care about the skins and stuff. What about imagination? This doesn't stifle imagination. Just because you have a Lego set does not mean that you can take it apart and then use it for other purposes and stuff. And I've been around a lot of my younger cousins and, you know, less so other people's kids, because they're, you know, my friends' kids are still very young. I don't generally, and I didn't when I was a kid, I didn't do like here, I didn't really vocalize that. So I don't feel like the sound brick is taking away from what you're able to do. If anything, it tremendously levels up what you can do, because you can take one of those smart tags and combine with the smart brick. And I'm just thinking about like a mock that I would see at Brick World Chicago, where there's some interactive functionality that helps you bring the Lego set to life, or the Lego display to life, in ways that you otherwise just wouldn't be able to. And that level of innovation is required to keep people interested, to provide value to the kits that are going to come out, and admittedly justify some of these prices. So here we have, you know, the X-Wing. Oh, man, this really is just not my friend today, man. Come on, give me something. Why is this not loading? Who cares? So these three, let's just say there's three sets right here, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures, and they're 581 pieces, $90. That's not super far off from what an X-Wing price might be. You get a lot of stuff with it. It's a full-fledged playset. The middle one here, the throne room, that's a little expensive at $160. But this adds a new level of complexity, a new level of creativity, in my opinion, to the Battle of Mustafar set that came out that I had as a kid. You have the light-up minifigures and stuff like that. And the fact that they have the same form factor without adding any other clunkiness to it is super cool. So it's going to make things a little bit more expensive. Is the technology cool? I think so. I want to see how this works with other themes. I think this could do a really good job at bringing themes like Pokemon to life. All the different Pokemon cries, you know, healing inside of a Pokemon Center, you know, stuff like that. I think it'd be very cool. And admittedly, this is going to get new people into the Lego realm that they might not necessarily be able to. Because kids, there's definitely a lot of kids that are iPad kids. I've seen that for sure. iPad kids that are like, you know, all I want to do is watch Cocomelon and whatever. And I don't know if they're playing with Lego. And, you know, I sure see a heck of a lot of adults who are buying stuff for $650. But if you're only catering to the adults and not staying true to the mission of inspiring kids through the power of play, then you're getting lost in the sauce. And that's how you, right? So I think this is Lego's attempt. And so far, their best attempt at combining tech with play sets without compromising what the point of all this is. So I'm not going to be a hater out the get. You know, I'm not going to be that guy, you know. Final Duel looks like a good playset, isn't appealing to collectors. Lego absolutely suffer about that. Collectors don't care. This ain't for collectors. This is for kids. This is for kids who are like, I want a next gen toy, and you know, I put it on my Christmas list. And again, just like having these bricks be compatible with, you can put the tags anywhere, and you can use that for your own mock. And like I can just totally see like something at a someone at a convention like using these bricks in such a wild, like it's a totally different realm of thinking. Totally different realm. But collectors definitely make up a lot of their sales. Easily 50+% is collectors. Maybe 50+% of money. I don't know about numbers of people, because you know, to sell, you would have to sell 10 of these Darth Vader TIE fighters to sell one Pokemon set, in a way. So I don't know if that necessarily is true. What I think is true is a lot of these kids are into Lego Fortnite. They're into Ninjago or the TV show, whatever other stuff is going on. And this is just a new way to engage them. They all come with the wireless charger, which is shown here. Yes, it does right there. People easily pay 10 to 20 just for a mid-level wireless cell phone charger, so the value is pretty good to me. I agree. I think the thing here is that if a kid wants an X-Wing toy that makes noises, their parents aren't going to buy them a Lego. I don't know. So, something that all of these, I'll call them neckbeards, are not factoring in is digital play without a screen and how much value parents have in that. And the fact that it is a Lego and very compatible, I mean, obviously very compatible with everything else, is very cool. And I think it's super appealing. So, I don't see this failing immediately. I think the prices are a bit much. I think it's going to take something other than Star Wars to do this. I think if Pokemon can really knock it out of the park and do some cool stuff, I think that will be the seller. And clearly, if there are Pokemon sets in the wings, they very strategically wanted to do the big stuff first, not launch it with this, and then wait. But whatever. What I would love is in the reality where Lego Mario is done, ergo, these are done, these guys, you have these smart tags and the bricks, and you release Lego Super Mario minifigure based sets with the play of the smart tags. And all you got to do to make this stuff compatible is take off that one tile, put a smart tag right there. All of it's immediately backward compatible. Immediately backward compatible. And maybe it could be with Mario too. I don't think anybody's thinking about that, because I'm the only one that thinks about this stuff with Mario specifically. There is a prime opportunity to do backward compatibility through those tags with Lego Super Mario. So you're not just throwing all the Lego Mario stuff away, but you are, through this smart play system, enabling everything to still work with whatever they come out with in the future and go backward from there. I think that is the clearest path to get Super Mario minifigure stuff. And until now, people have been like, why have you not done? Why have you not done Mario minifigures? Mario minifigures, Mario minifigures. And because this guy is what they got, we haven't known the play long term because they haven't wanted to announce the Smart Play stuff. So if they wanted to go ahead and announce like, hey, here's Lego Super Mario Smart Play. Oh, now it all makes sense. Okay. All is forgiven. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know what I know. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm just coping. But anyways. Bloxian, hello. All right. Now it's time to build Wario's car. Mario actually started development in 2018, Pix. That Smart Brick started in 2021, I think. There's no way. Maybe, dude, imagine if I could show you right here. Imagine if I could. There's no way. Maybe, actually. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Yeah, 2018. This thing was produced in 2018 and wasn't unveiled until 2020. This piece was sitting on a shelf in a box for 2 years. Right there. Can you imagine that? This was sitting in a warehouse for a year. Wild. That is wild. It was unveiled January. I think it was in January or February. I got it June 1st through Beyond the Brick. They were kind enough. They got early access. I unboxed mine June 1st. I remember that day vividly. Sharon, hello, and thank you for thanking your gifter. Happy Monday. So to me, this iteration of Lego Mario could be done. It could be done already. They normally do a what's it called? Oh, what do they do? A January wave. They do January and August. Other than Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, probably 101 Things to Do in Minecraft as a favorite that I've ever done on the channel. Okay, now we're getting into the actual car. I don't know why I'm so tired. Did you do the 100 Pit of 100 Trials? I did. It was back in the summer, I think. I did it on a live stream. I did it all in one go. And without dying, thankfully. Other than 101, I don't know. The Minecraft server is no longer operational. So the server is no more. Oh, sorry. Harley, we already decided on something. Yeah, the Minecraft server is discontinued indefinitely. And our first casualty for canned projects or canned things of 2026 has already happened. The wish list is gone. We have our first casualty. Usually once a year we kill something. And that was one of them. Started the year strong. Starting off strong. Taking no mercy. No mercy. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Did you ever send out the Programmer's Guide 3 Play With Me emails yet? Oh, that should have been done last week, and I lost track of time. That'll be going out this week. Yeah, my bad. That's totally on me. How I disappeared. Thank you and hello. Thought the spam filter ate it? No. No, I lost track of time. I think something came up and, you know. In the event of a zombie apocalypse, what would I do? Call my mom. Hey, are you good? He broke the fancy TV? Oh boy. Oh boy. Actually, I have to reach out to all the platforms I work with and see if they have any requests for stuff they want for whatever platform. Got to work on all that stuff, but yeah, I'm also super tired. I watched a movie last night, and then I ended up waking up from a nightmare. I didn't watch a horror movie or anything, but I woke up and I was like, man, whoa. That was quite a time. So I woke up at like 4:30, and then I went back to sleep at 6, woke up at 9. Like, this is not cool. Not cool at all. Nice. Nice TV setup you got there, Soccer Hallways. Very nice. So thank you everybody for tuning in and being here. Across whatever platform you're watching on. When are you doing your taxes, Brian? I got mine done today. I don't have all my forms yet. They typically wait until the, well, you legally have to do it by the end of the month. On all the different places and stuff. So some of the places have not given me the form yet. Because unlike you, I don't have a W-2. I have, like, literally over a dozen forms I have to wait for. From all these different places. So that'll be fun. Nice big mess I got. You have a 10. I don't have a 1099. I have like 7 1099s at least. What's a W-2? You'll find out when you're older. Yeah, every platform. Twitch has 2 1099s. YouTube has its own. Patreon has its own. Kickstarter has its own. Facebook has its own. Fourth Wall has its own. I will almost never be able to file my taxes in January for that reason. Almost getting 3,000 back. Nice. Quarterlies for the win. Jester, hello. Yeah, I did my quarterlies as well. But yeah. It's not gonna be a... Well, I mean, I don't have to deal with it. Well, I do have to deal with it, but my accountant. Anyways. RP Games, thank you for liking the live stream. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the live stream. Kevin buying that business basically dragged any dreams of getting a refund, which is fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're never getting a refund. Never. Imagine paying taxes. It's 2026. You do whatever you want, brother. I'm gonna do my thing. Did you get one for Bob Inc? Yeah. I'd rather not go to prison. Yeah, exactly. Y'all do whatever you gotta do. When is the deadline for have to have them done or the IRS is coming for you? So first of all, I'm not a tax professional. So don't listen to me. You can file an extension and have until October to file. That does not mean that you will not be charged interest and penalties and whatever. I'm not giving legality or tax advice. I am not. So, you know, it doesn't stop you owing money, you know, but for maybe one reason or another, you are not prepared to file your taxes. You know, everybody has their own situation. And so you can kick the can until October 15th. But obviously the longer you wait, there's other complications that come with it. And then the general deadline, if you work one job, you get one form for your taxes, and your stuff is simple enough that you can go to H&R Block or TurboTax or whatever. April 15th is the deadline. I have the deadline on my calendar. So I will be filing by April 15th because now with my new CPA, I have my ducks in a row more than ever before. And we are prepared to take the actions necessary, you know? So you have 1/3 of the year to do it? Yes. But there's stuff you can do ahead of time to prepare and whatever as well. So... you know. It's a whole thing. So 8 on this side, right? Yeah. So yeah, if you get one form, you can literally file. If you are a single person, not married, no kids, you work one job and get one form, you are very easy. You are like the easiest tax situation imaginable. You can file online for free. Don't ask me how. I've never done it. I will not give you advice. Google, talk to your government, ChatGPT, literally anything except me. Roblox or Ringer, hi. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Jude, hello. Even with kids, it's just a W-2. It was super easy and free. Yeah. But enough about that. Anybody got anything else interesting going online? Kids file with the IRS or teen in America. Up until 18, you can claim them as a dependent. Because that's what my mother did. Any other questions than that? Don't ask me. Hey, Chad O'Brien, what's the tax deadline for Massachusetts? I think it's the 18th, isn't it? April 18th, isn't it? 3 days after? Until they graduate college, Brian. I didn't go to college, so I have no credence in that department. So for me, it was 18. That's where my experience comes from, and that's why I said, do not listen to me for further advice beyond my own unique experiences. Yeah, I'll remember that at least 20 years into the future. I'll keep that top of mind. Top of mind. Brian has kids at 50 is what he's saying. No, when I'm... Shut... Man, I hate it here. I really do. I can't wait to get super famous. Even more than I am now. And just leave all of you behind for buckets of cash. That's what Karen Day wants for me. She wants me to sit on a beach and ignore all of you. Yes. Yes. 25 months in a row with the tier 1. Thank you very much, Karen. Can't wait. Brian hates us all. I love what I do. I do what I love. I quit and get it back like I'm riding a bike. I'm like, stop. Bring it back. Bring it back. Poking the barrel, Brian, is fun. All right. Brian hates everyone equally. Where's the music from? You can type... There you go. You got it. Check it out on the playlist down below. Does anybody have any other topic besides taxes? Anybody else have literally anything else they want to ask me or talk about? It's almost been a year without Zebra Gamer. I know. Minecraft. Let's talk about Minecraft. Will you play Hollow Knight? No. Rate yourself 1 to 10. All jokes aside, an 8.5. I'd say 8.5. What do you think's coming out in the next Nintendo Direct? I could have predicted that. I have no idea. I'd say I'm at 8.5. Rating myself. You know. I don't got the physique to be a 10 for sure. I'm funny. I'm considerate. Authentic. you know, a lot of the positive adjectives. I got 8.5. You know? Roy, hi. Do we have a Happy Kids command? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Anybody else have another topic? Thoughts on Switch 2 for 2026? Look at that, Pix. Thank you so much for having an engaging topic here. Out of 100, Ben, I'm a 8.5 out of 10. Keep quiet. Hi. So, hey man, I appreciate you. As I laser focus on this Wario Gold Lowrider, which is very cool. I mean, I want a new 3D Mario. I mean, obviously. I want to see them do something really cool for Pokemon. I want to see them do a really nice either debut of those older games on Nintendo Switch Online. You know, I want to see them do some cool stuff there. I think the Switch 2 is going to have a small price increase because of the RAM shortages. I think that's on the table, unfortunately. I think you're going to see the accessories go up a little bit. Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out on April 3rd. On Easter weekend, basically. What else do I want? I mean, we've gotten a lot of stuff that I think would work really well. I mean, we have a bunch of anniversaries this year. Zelda is one of them. I would like to see a classic Zelda remade. I want to see, like, Ocarina of Time get updated gameplay-wise. Because what's going to happen is if you try to introduce the younger generation to Ocarina of Time on the heels of Breath of the Wild, they're going to be like, what on earth is this? This is stupid. I'm not playing this. What do you mean there's no mini-map? What do you mean there's no, you know, whatever? And so you really have to modernize it for the newest generation. So I think something like that would be very beneficial. I think it would perturb them. Make a lot of business sense. A Magora's Mask remake? Ain't no way. Magora. Big Magora. Have you heard of the game Grounded? No. Oh, with the you're small, navigating the backyard and stuff. I've heard of it. I've always wanted to play it, but I never got around to doing so. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's really good. They're making a second one, man. Several of Nintendo's characters are celebrating major anniversaries, including Super Mario and Donkey Kong turning 45, Zelda and Link are 40, Sonic the Hedgehog 35, Pikachu, Lara Croft, Crash Bandicoot hitting 30. It's good. You know, if all these companies had their ducks in a row for anniversaries and stuff, this would be a big year. This would be a real big year. Awesomeness, hello. Be a really big year. Hey, I got Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remastered on the Switch. I can die happy, man. Not much else would tick the box for me at this point. Thoughts on Sansa Stark as Lara Croft? I have not seen a single second of Game of Thrones, nor have I seen or played a single second of Tomb Raider gameplay, so... The biggest anniversary is for Bri. I mean, Bob will be... Oh, yeah, true. I turned 30 this year. That's a pretty good one. Big year for anniversaries. Big year for birthdays. Huge year for birthdays. We got the lowrider coming along nicely. So yeah, I'm excited for my 30th birthday. So Friday, I believe I'm going out to dinner with some friends. And again, the time is adjusted for Saturday's live stream from 11 a.m. to noon. Basically starting 1 hour later than originally scheduled. And then we'll go for like 10 hours, basically. And, you know, it'll be obviously a great time. I know part of what I'm doing on my birthday besides going out to dinner with some friends. But, yeah. I like how chat is at the bottom. You know, I really like how it's at the bottom, too. We have the Patreon name scroll. And we also have the chat at the bottom. So, I mean, when I first started out, I had the chat on the side, kind of like what a lot of people have. And, you know, sometimes... I mean, it obviously distracts from, like, in a UI, right? That is in a video game or something. Like, the chat would always kind of block it, whatever. And then sometimes people like to read the chat. Sometimes people don't, and they kind of just want to ignore it and watch whatever's happening on screen. And so this way, it's like the movement of the Patreon... This is big brain stuff. But the chat... and the Patreon scroll being at the bottom, it's like the Patreon scroll always going. It's like there's always something moving, like a news ticker. And then you have the chat is equivalent to like the news headlines that'll pop up on like a CNN or Fox or wherever. So it's like it is adding context to what is happening, but it's not required to watch the totality of what's happening on the broadcast. So... I really like it. And then also, on another level, if I wanted to clip something out and use it for something else, it is fairly easy for me to, like, zoom in on everything. And that way, that box, that stuff kind of goes away. What I really want to do, and actually this is part of what, like, all the sub goals and all this stuff will help too. I want to redo all the alerts. So I don't want it to pop out of my screen, my box anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have it so the alerts will appear over the top of the bar on the bottom. And then like effects can pop out of the bar and make one of the pet pals. So like if you do a sub, then like the whole bar would turn like it'd slide over and say it'd be purple. And says, blah, 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 resubscribe for however many months. And then Cuddles would pop up and, like, throw confetti. Or, like, just pop out and do something. And then Cuddles would disappear, bar would disappear, goes back to normal chat. I want to have everything in that bar on the bottom. So if you use bits or sub to the channel or whatever way you are able to financially support what we do here, that helps some alerts get made. That's kind of on the back burner. There's other ideas and stuff I have, but if there's a little extra capacity to do it, then that is something I've wanted to do. I've also wanted to get some new stingers made. I also have a new idea for how to evolve this box. This thing here. I want to evolve this but that is for me to hold until that is ready. But just like bump up the production value like 10%. 10 to 15% overall. Then if we can have that translate into videos as well in meaningful ways. So that's the idea. How do I get the screen gifts? That is exclusive to Twitch. So you earn channel points by watching the show. Use channel points however you'd like. I mean, the production values, I think, is pretty high anyways. I think so, too. I think I got pretty good production value. Compared to... Well, actually, not even... I mean, especially... Dude, if you go to the YouTube channel... If you go to YouTube and you look at some of my first live streams from like 6 or like 8 years ago, you go back and look, you're like, whoa, this is... You know, Brian's still growing. He's still learning, but holy mackerel. You know? And what's been very disproportional is the live streams have gotten a lot of love, a lot of sprucing up, a lot of whatever. And that has to carry over to videos in the form of editing and stuff. And I think you may have noticed that with the Twitch Fireside that I did, right? When's a Patreon exclusive of your work setup and flow? Is that something people care about? I flip-flop between people really caring about that or they really don't care about that. So I don't know. If that's something people want, I would not be opposed. But I'll say, yeah, supporting on Patreon is one of the best ways to keep the ship afloat, as it were. So, Brian writes everything down on napkins. No, actually, the notebook I'm going through right now is the St. Jude notebook that I got in 2023. So right now, that's the current one. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be something. So that's kind of what. That the Twitch Fireside video, I'm glad I obviously posted it, right? But clearly that is not what people want out of the Bricks O'Brien YouTube channel, which is, I totally agree. But there's definitely other videos that are due before, you know, that side of stuff happens. If you have pancakes for dinner, can you still have dessert? No. Absolutely not. Pro Gamer's Guide to Streaming. That'd be a good one. Good one. Favorite snack? Right now, Pop Chips. They are fairly low in calorie and carbs and blah, 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 blah. They're pretty good. You're not my dad. I never said it was your dad. I'm just saying. About to do a shell replacement of the OG Switch for my sister. Best of luck to you. Are you gonna what color? Please, if it has to be the translucent colors. You gotta make it. Thanks for following here. Love watching Animal Crossing videos back in the day. We literally just played Animal Crossing again a couple days ago. Check out the replay on the YouTube channel. Brian playing Animal Crossing is currently on break for another 2.5 years. Oh, wait till you see what I'm doing in April picks. Just you wait. Just you wait. The mods are excited. The mods are real excited. Oh, you're doing pink? Oh, nice. The mods are excited about April, yeah? I think they are. Brian, when are you coming home to visit your family? Well, my grandparents come back probably around May. And thankfully, a lot of my family, you know, lives up here, so it's pretty good. April's gonna be the bomb. I'm excited for the whole monthly schedule. See? Then Resubba-lubba-dubbin for 55 months. Wowee, Ben. Thank you. Wario's Lowrider's coming along. Me, you're real. So I talked about this on Patreon. Are you on the Patreon still? I don't know. One of the things I'm doing is every month, I'm taking a mini adventure throughout each of the states in New England throughout the course of 2026. So in Massachusetts, I'll do something I haven't done before. New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Vermont. And just do that. So Rhode Island's definitely one of them. One of the months you're coming to visit me. I mean, that's what I said to myself. But I have to have a new experience. It can't just be like the same stuff. It's got to be something new. Are you going to get a steam machine? No. So it's got to be something new, Ben. So seeing you is obviously part of it, but I got to do something new. Okay. I don't know what happened to that. Whatever. So, yeah, man. Yep, meow, meow. Why no steam machine? Because I don't have a use for it. I have a pretty beefy PC. And if I wanted to do something related to... what's it there? Like Steam and playing on a TV and doing stuff, I could just cast it to my television if I wanted to. But I don't generally play games when I'm on my big TV. I'll play games literally here. And you know what's actually, what stinks? Here's what stinks is my TV is just old enough that it doesn't have a low latency input mode. So for PlayStation 5, it works. It's fine. Playing Fortnite and whatever other stuff, it's fine, right? But if I play Switch 2 on there, the delay for Mario Kart, it's very noticeable to me. So, like, I can't play Mario Kart. What size TV you got? I got a 55. A 55 Sony something. Actually, here's a fun fact for you. My friend went off to the Marines. And he's like, hey, so I still got to pay off this TV. Do you want it? And I'm like, yeah. And so while he was at basic training, I paid off the rest of his TV and I kept it. Because he ended up going wherever he was stationed to. He wasn't going to use it. So I had I took his TV. Paid it off, I got a deal on it. And it's a perfectly usable TV, except I can't play Switch 2 on it, which, well, I mean, I can, but it's not like super low latency pro gamer mode. And I normally play at the computer here anyways, because of the monitors and whatever, right? So, it's fine. It's totally fine. I salute your friend. Yeah, he's a good dude. So you're a Patriots fan. Hey, man. I'm a fan of greatness. What can I say? So here's Wario's a lowrider. So you don't want a new TV for your birthday? No. What I want for my birthday is peace on Earth. And if I had to give you one item, that giant Pokemon set for $650. So unless you get some sponsors lined up, Ben, then I'll take a firm handshake and a happy birthday text. How about that? So there it is. The Wario lowrider. Wario in tow. Yeah, that's solid. That's really solid. Real solid. The year Brian was born, the Patriots became great for the first time ever. Hey, what about that Moleskine notebook? I mean, yeah, that's definitely something. And it's on my list of things to get. But yeah, I already have a lot of notebooks as they are right now, so I kind of have to burn through them before I consider doing that. But, you know, if I were to get it, then obviously these notebooks, I have ways that I can, like, give them away or do stuff. I have a plan. Jackie's going to be so mad she's napping right now. Oh, boy. This is super cool. And then here's the other one. Here's King Boo. I don't like how the launcher's on the front there, but anyway. There we go. Look at that. Beauty. You know, for 50 bucks, is it like 40? Okay, I could have got this on sale at Target. King Cube. I know, right? I could have got this on sale at Target for 40 bucks. Is this worth 40 bucks? Totally. Absolutely. The Lowrider, this itself to me is worth 30. So I could see an argument for 50. Here, I'll lower this a little bit. A little bit better. How much did you have to pay the Red Sox to use your colors for their City Connect uniforms? I know, right? That's a collab for 2026, by the way. You think the Patriots are going to beat the Broncos? Yes, of course. So, yeah, these are cool. The Wario itself is worth the whole set for me. I mean, the Lowrider is amazing. I mean, this too. This glider, super good. Super high quality print. So, am I mad about spending 50 when I could have spent 40? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get it during Christmas time. I was kind of having a moment. I'm like, I don't really deserve this, blah, 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 blah. And then on New Year's Day, I got all the series of minifigures. I wanted to get some new stuff that just came out, but I'm like, nah, I want to get something from a backlog. And I've really wanted this Wario for a long time. So I am very glad that I got these. And yeah, another addition to the collections. And so of main characters that I'm currently missing, let's see. Main characters I'm currently missing are, from what has been officially released, I don't think I'm missing anybody. Because I have Prince Florian and the Wonder Bowser Jr., which actually is kind of Mario Bowser Jr. I'm sorry, movie Bowser Jr. Because they kind of took some of that from Wonder and put it in the movie and blah, 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 blah. So anyways, there we go. There's a set that is complete. That's that. So not a bad live stream today. Look at this guy. We'll get this out of here. Get that out of here. We love you, Brian. I'm glad someone does. We got this guy right here. Speaking of production value, I'm going to say it again just because I want to gas myself up. Look how vibrant this background is. Look at this. Look at how, like, it's colorful, but it's not like, oh, hey, like this is really nice. Dude, it's so nice. And that stuff's not even on. I gotta move this minifigure case. Yeah, I gotta put something else there. Anyways. I'll give a little refresh of the background before the birthday. And I mean, the tree just pulls it together, the community tree. So, amazing stuff. Hey, thank you everybody for listening, watching, tuning in, and meowed out with me. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be redirected to a secret live stream. Until Saturday, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you very, very soon. For those that are watching on Twitch, hey, appreciate everybody being here.